All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, wrestling fans. This is Monday Night Blast right here on the Nation Network. We just saw at the lead-in 24 hours ago the shocking announcement indeed. Chris Candido is a member of UPW Wrestling.
Well, I was shocked. A lot of people were shocked, and I got news for you. We have not heard the end of it. We know he's here. What are his intentions? I don't know. What the hell is this guy doing?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 217 pounds, the television champion, Hot Rod Johnny Dalton.
Hot Rod Johnny Dalton, indeed, is the reigning television champion. Defended that title 24 hours ago on Ultra Pro All-American, or All-Star Wrestling, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, against the ultimate challenger of Dewey Jobs. This is a non-title match. He's already met his obligations, and he knows it.
Now, stipulations are very clear. Once every 7 days, he's already done that. Doesn't mean he can't do it more often, but...
And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 240 pounds.
Manly Mike Huntsman making his way towards the ring in this non-title match. Not the first meeting between these two men.
No, quite honestly, this is the last guy to defeat Hot Rod Johnny Dalton, so you got to believe that that's in both of their minds going into this match. And Manly would love nothing more than a back-to-back win over this guy, because that would absolutely put him right in the title picture.
Dalton's been on a bit of a high, though, as of late. Despite the fact that he hasn't necessarily gone against the top-tier talent since winning the title, he'll be the first to tell you he's the longest reigning television champion in UPW history.
Yeah. 4 days. Congratulations. The dust hasn't even had a chance to settle yet.
Want to send a welcome to everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network. J-Rock's in the house along with Lenny Wrestling. DHW is here.
Neil Hooper joining us as well. Welcome aboard.
Bell sounds, and these two guys go right to work. And look at Dalton, the former self-professed street fighter.
Well, he thinks himself a bit of a tough guy from the Bronx. He's a throwback, to say the least.
See him now stretching him out with that abdominal stretch, that additional leverage by pulling back on the leg. But Huntsman able to come out of that with a nice hip toss and take care of business. Big JH joining us here live on the Nation Network. Welcome aboard. What a drop kick right to the side of the head.
I'm going to mention something right now, and I'm seeing it already. Sometimes you can buy into your own hype. Dalton's had a little bit more of an arrogance to him here tonight. Almost a cockiness, like he believes he's going to win.
Well, that's something you're probably going to want to have if you're the champion, but right now he's on the receiving end of the pile driver as well as the Hurricane Rana. And now, Huntsman looking to add insult to injury. Noticeable by her absence ringside is Baby Cakes. Oh, a little bit of an off-speed pitch there. And he does it again.
That's more about insult. Manley does not respect this man, and I get it, but he is the champion, and you need the win. And look at this.
Right to the face. He is digging deep in there, raking away. Manly Mike with a kick out. When you've got two guys that don't respect one another, and I don't know that Hot Rod Johnny Dalton respects anybody, but it can definitely turn things very personal. And here's a nice clothesline. Huntsman going up to the top rope. Free fall. Caught him with that fist right to the head. Might have knocked him out. Will it be enough for a victory?
2 count, and if he would have hooked the leg, I think the match would have been over. Look at Dalton.
Rolls out to the floor, landing there with a thud, and you can see Johnny Dalton is not all there right now. Does not have his faculties. Into the guardrail. And then back first once again, and now Dalton getting the momentum right behind him once again. And how important is that? He just drove him into the steel steps.
Well, that's the Street Fighter part of him that we know about. When you're rolling on the Bronx, man, you don't have to worry about rules. You do what you got to do. You got to pick up a beer bottle, you use it. A cue stick, it's there, you use it. Steel steps, what the hell?
Unlike the Bronx, there are actual rules around here, though, and he's going to have to understand that.
Well, he's got the champion's advantage. The title's not on the line, but if it were disqualification, guess what? He keeps the belt.
Well, right now he's got Huntsman in a lot of trouble. He's not quite sure what time of the day it is, and he just barely beat the count back in. There's the Irish whip to the rope. Champion comes back out front. And caught with a tornado DDT, and look at Dalton bailing out quickly. Hot Rod Johnny Dalton shooting him to the ropes. Goes behind with a nice German suplex. Well done. Joining us here live on the Nation Network, it is Blaze Radio. Welcome aboard as we take a look at this. Oh, wait a moment. Caught him with that short clothesline.
Calls at the RPM, and he almost got it.
Now working on the legs of the television champion. Stiff forearm shot, and down goes Dalton once again. And this would be the point in time, I have to believe, where Baby Cakes would be getting involved, whether it would be distracting the opposition or barking orders for Dalton. And you have to wonder if the lack of her presence ringside might be something that comes back to haunt him in this one.
Well, at the same point in time, sometimes you just don't want to hear the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
There's the rewind. Goes for the leg. Hooks up. Will that be enough? 2 3/4 count.
Dalton thought he had him.
Went for the kick and nobody home. Mike Huntsman with that version of the Rude Awakening. Hooks the leg of the television champion, gets 2, and Dalton out the back door once again. Oh, this crowd already on its feet, and this is just the opening match. Can you imagine what it's going to be like later tonight as we still wait? Shot to the back. We're going to be seeing the Dice Twins in action. What a drop kick to the face.
Yeah, he might need to see a surgeon after that one.
Big elbow drop finding its mark, and now Huntsman ready to put this one away. Can he do it? It'll be twice in a row. Rude awakening. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and he got him. Manly Mike Huntsman with a big victory right there, ladies and gentlemen. And now attacking after the bell. What is going on here? Referee trying to restore order. He's bringing a table into the match.
Well, it's not a match anymore. You can do it.
The television champion having a hard time just getting back to his feet, and he's got that table set up in the corner. Things not looking good at all for Hot Rod. And Dalton drives him through the table. Fans, we remind you that Chris Candido is here in the house tonight. We've got a lot more action still to come.
AEW Fight Forever was revealed to the world.
I can't believe what I just saw!
And the reaction was nothing short of spectacular.
Bring it! Let's see it! I'm better than you! Oh my God! Incredible!
Do you remember the feeling when you could just pick up and play a video game?
That feeling is back. Are you ready to reignite the magic?
AEW Fight Forever
Has deep career modes.
You can create your own wrestler, like me.
And use all of my signature moves.
Battle it out in some of my favorite matches, like Lights Out.
Falls count anywhere.
And don't forget about the weapons.
All the weapons. Now it's time for you to create your unforgettable moments. AEW Fight Forever, coming soon.
Now everybody knows that what I said from the very beginning is true. I promised you the axis of evil, and I delivered it. I promised to unleash a force upon the UPW that would shake it to its very foundation, and I've done that with Jordan Gemini. Jordan is still undefeated, baby, and Jordan will remain undefeated. Stacks, I know you're not happy about what happened in Detroit. Losing in your hometown, in front of your friends and family, that's got to be a bitter pill to swallow. The fact that you're coming back here tonight for more means you still haven't learned the lesson. You have no choice when it comes to Jordan Gemini. You will lose. Since you haven't learned, tonight, the Jordan Gemini Express continues to travel down those tracks of success, and we will drive straight through you in any armored car you come in, because your money is not going to save you tonight from the force that is Jordan Gemini.
Well, the words right there of Mike McElroy. It's going to be very interesting as later on we're going to be actually seeing the match between Jordan Gemini, a return match from Motor City Mayhem.
Well, nothing settled, at least not as far as Stacks is concerned. He had some legitimate points. Stacks has taken that loss personal.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 456 pounds. The tag team champions.
Looking at the tag team champions tonight in a very special highlight match. Titles will not be on the line, but there will be 4 champions in the ring.
Yeah, I can't tell you how excited I am when I heard this one on the lineup sheet. This is going to be one for the ages. You're going to be talking about this.
Shake and roll a dice, stepping through the ropes. They are the House of Honor Tag Team Champions. Of course, we're on Monday night. There are no borders here. Remind everyone, June 26th, the next night for major promotion here on UPW. It'll be Riptide featuring Empire Wrestling Federation action. And speaking of EWF, this week we will find out who the new owners are. As we get ready for the first of their opponents, and he is the House of Honor Heavyweight Champion.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Heavyweight Champion.
Rock solid Rock Ripley, the California native. The man who dethroned Leviathan.
Shocked the world doing it, too. Nobody thought he was going to.
Well, he said it before, don't anyone sell me short, and he proved why. Holding that championship up high. Again, no titles on the line tonight, but we're going to be seeing some of the greatest talents anywhere in the world right here on Monday Night Blast. And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Randy the Ram Robinson.
From New Jersey, weighing in at 272 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Robinson.
The UPW World Champion making his way down to join forces with the House of Honor Heavyweight Champion. Going up against the House of Honor Tag Team Champions. This is a dream match, and it's not even the main event.
Well, it is definitely a special occasion tonight. I, for one, very much looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. This crowd on its feet for the man who shocked the world.
Well, it should be pointed out that 24 hours ago he had a big return match as well. It was a non-title match. Lucky thing for him. Came up short.
Indeed, Sir Oliver getting a taste of revenge. Both men really gave each other a thrashing in that one. There was blood spilled on both sides. And as far as Buckingham is concerned, that just proves the point that had he known who his opponent would have been, he would not have lost the title. That's his claim.
Well, he also made his own bed by taking out the opposition.
Going for the cover here is Ripley, and there's a quick tag made, and Almost a bit of a surprise. You would think the tag team champions would be the ones who would be making the quick tags. As he brings him now over to the corner and drops him head first and collapsing. Got the up kick, did Shake. And a running knee right to the head. Over the top rope and crashing to the floor right at the feet of Rock Ripley.
Well, the tag team champions know all about taking chances because they are Vegas natives.
When it comes to Sin City, they have produced no more lethal combination than these two right here. As the heavyweight champion of the world going to work now on the leg and the knee.
It's a four-corner champions match right here. Everywhere you look, gold is in the air.
Tag made. And he leaves him wide open as Ripley puts a boot to the midsection. Irish whip to the ropes now, back out front. Nice drop down, and now forearm right to the face. He might have knocked him out with that one.
I think he might have as well. And Rolla had to come in there and make the save on his brother. This could have been a short night.
Oh, nice roll up and going after the leg of the House of Honor heavyweight champion. As the action on the floor now starts to take over. Oh, what a shot right there. Shake Dice returns the favor with a DDT. Look on the floor.
Man, oh man, that belly to back on the floor is definitely going to take the starch right out of Roll of Dice.
Shake getting in the face. Oh, he swung and missed. And now going after Randy the Ram Robinson, which is a mistake. Focus on your opponent. Hung across the top rope. His brother back up on the apron now, and lucky for him because he might be needing some more help before this one's all said and done. Clothesline to the back of the head. And he manages to reach and make the tag.
Almost a reach around right there, if you know what I mean.
Tag is made, and here comes Randy the Ram. We're going to get pulled off the air, but that's okay. Robinson and roll of dice. With a DDT on the world champion. Up in the air and down with a perfect suplex right there. Brought him right down on the shoulders. Snapmare takes him over. Comes up with a drop kick right to the back. Stomping away on the arm now, and Randy the Ram in control. Goes to the eyes.
Randy the Ram Robinson is not above bending a rule or two. That's a fact.
In the meantime, the tag is made. I don't even think Randy realizes it, but now Shake is in there. Roll is out on the floor, and he's not doing well. That Ghetto Buster has just connected. Oh, what a move right there. Shake's got him back. Heel kick right to the face. Might have knocked the champion out. We'll never know.
Rock solid Rock Ripley coming to the rescue right there to make sure of it.
Robinson with a running bulldog. And the tag is made once again. We've got a major announcement coming up later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, regarding the future of UPW as the summer continues on. There's a cover and a 2 count. Judas El Terrible joining us here live on the Nation Network. Welcome aboard. As Shake slingshots himself over the top rope down across the back of the head. And Ripley now coming back with that back heel kick to the face.
Bought himself a big win with that in just 24 hours ago, as a matter of fact.
And Ripley trying to clear the ring as Roll is over to the apron. And now focusing once again on Shake Dice. Head first into the turnbuckle. Could be a double team coming up, and there is. Into the boot of Randy the Ram Robinson.
Could be worse. Could be the boot of D-Jin.
Oh, there's the Ram Jam. The running head. Right into the chest. Almost knocked him out silly. But in the meantime, his brother comes in. There's a hip toss. And he's going to start to roll towards the... No, he didn't make it out. I thought he was going to go to the floor. And there's a Ram Jam for you as well. Thank you for joining us.
That headbutt does so much damage, and you see right now. I don't even remember who the legal man is in the ring right now.
Well, Rolla's in the ring. I don't know that he's illegal. And the referee's counting, so I'm going to say he's not. A lot of confusion right now. Oh, look at this, to the ropes. Scissor kick, caught him. Could be the end of the match. Shoulder up. Snap suplex, nicely done. Meantime, over the top rope. And Shake attacking Randy the Ram Robinson, who is not the legal man. Referee's doing a really tough job right now trying to keep order in this one. We've had 3 and 4 men in the ring a number of times. There's a drop kick now in the meantime by Ripley.
What a knee. He got that knee right up in the face.
Ripley looks like he may be busted open. We'll have to get a closer look. Oh, yeah, he is.
Well, here's the thing. When these guys are wrestling 3 and 4 times a week.
Oh, a double team. Royal flush and now go for the win, but there's the cover. Will it be enough?
A lot of saves being made by both of these teams. Otherwise, I got to tell you, the match would have been done by now.
Well, that's part of tag team wrestling, is knowing how to be in the right place at the right time, taking advantage of opportunities as they present themselves. And right now, rock solid, Rock Ripley. Oh, man. And now he's out on the floor. Couldn't hold him. Chop block to the knee.
And Ripley's feeling that one right now.
The Dice Twins are out there. All 4 men are out there. It is chaos breaking down here on Monday night. And now, look out!
Hey, come on, man.
Referee's count is climbing up to 6.
I'm not paid for that.
And now Ripley going outside on the apron as Rolla has broken the count by getting back in. Ripley just took Shake off the apron and now has got Rolla. This is not going to go well.
He managed to punch his way out of that. Did I mention the referee's having a very hard time keeping organization in this match?
Oh, what a shot! Pele kick to the face.
Brock Ripley is a phenom, in my opinion. He's a big guy, and he can move like a cruiserweight when he needs to.
Ripley once again gonna end up breaking the count by going outside the ring.
And had he not done that, they'd have had a count-out win.
He is busy taking inventory of the tag team champions here tonight. He's a one-man army.
Yeah, right now it's Los Angeles against Las Vegas, and Los Angeles is kicking the crap out of Vegas.
Power slam. I don't think he's going to be making it back in the ring.
Not without some help.
Ripley beats the count. And will get the win on a count out.
What a match. We knew it would be.
As we take a look at the replay of some of the moments in this one. The Royal Flush not enough.
Here are your winners.
It's a count-out win for the world champion and the heavyweight champion over the tag team champions. Action still to come right here on Monday night. This is Blast. Stay with us.
Hey, Kike Ramirez here, man. And I find out that Chris Candido is Ultra Pro. Well, guess what, buddy? Welcome aboard. And if you want to prove how good you think you are, you're in a whole new environment here, man. So I say, you and I say, we get it on right here tonight. Main event. Prove that you're worthy of being Ultra Pro. I'll be in the ring, and if you got the guts, I'll see you there.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use. That's why I created Conservative Dad's Ultra Right 100% woke-free beer. As conservatives, we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right, by the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer. If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking. Stop giving money to woke corporations that hate our values. And to the rest of you woke corporations, stay the away from our kids.
Buy yours online in 42 states at ultrarightbeer.com.
Tastes like freedom.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the
Is scheduled for one fall.
Gypsy Queen division.
From Reno, Nevada.
See Leather and Lace heading to the ring, but it's going to be singles competition. Leather will be going one-on-one with Ika Tanji, the reigning Women's Liberty Champion right here in UPW.
The non-title match, but we all know the story by now. You beat the champ, you're going to jump right up at the top of that line.
Mark the date on your calendar, fans. June 26, 6:05. Right here on the Nation Network, we are going to have the next premium event featuring Ultra Pro Wrestling, and it will be Riptide.
And from Yamaguchi, Japan, the Women's National Champion,
Ika Tanji, the only person to ever hold that championship. She has not been dethroned, not once. Has not been on the losing end of a match. As a matter of fact, recently had a non-title triple threat match and still came out on top.
Look, she's not champion by accident. She's a tremendously talented young lady, whether you like her or not, whether you agree with her style or not. You cannot discount the fact that she really is that damn good.
Well, the same can be said about Leather in this match, and the question is she good enough to beat Ika Tanji? I believe she is. Running knee right to the face of the champion. Now Leather's going to have a size and strength advantage. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
Rapid fire bouncing her face off the mat. Did you see that?
It is a down and dirty street fight, not a wrestling match thus far. As the champion now trying to turn that momentum in her favor. Captures the arm and slams her down with a spine buster right on top of her arm.
That's a 2-for-1. That's a damaging move right there. And Ika Tanji refers to herself as the octopus.
And much like an octopus, she's got that ink you have to be aware of. Oh, springboard! She slingshots herself over the top rope out to the floor, and Leather in control.
And look at Tanji as she gets right back in this thing.
Ika Tanji now waiting the count. You see Lace outside the ring cheering her tag team partner on in this one. And now choking her out across the top rope. Of course, Leather and Lace as a team, one of the top contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Currently held by the team referred to as the Gypsy Queens. Off the top rope with that elbow right to the back and follows it up with another one. And Ika Tanji now starting to target key elements of Leather.
Well, those lower back, anytime you can do some damage there, it affects the rest of the body. The core of the body is really where it all comes from. And if you've got a really bad back, if you're able to do some damage to the muscles there, breathing will hurt.
Well, apparently, Leather believes in that because she now with a double knee right to the back of Ika Tanji, but celebrating a little too soon against the world champion. Ika Tanji now showing why she is so lethal. Oh, that back heel kick connected right with her jaw. Might have knocked her out.
2.5, easy. Referee's hand was on its way down.
And Ika Tanji feeling like she's got this ready. And there's the octopus stretch. Will that be enough? Referee is there to ask Leather if she wants to give it up.
She managed to get that leg over the top. That relieves all the pressure.
Oh, and she just ran right into another back heel kick. Ika Tanji right now putting on a clinic. Oh, no! Lace just got something to cheer about. What a DDT that was. And now Leather looking for the upset. Can she do it?
2 3/4 count. What a kick out right there. Took everything she had left in her.
And now Lace, I beg your pardon, Leather up across the shoulders as Ika Tanji head first drops her into the turnbuckle. Springboard forearm to the face of the champion.
Well, I'll tell you, Leather's got a lot of learning to do because she's celebrating a lot. And it's costing her in this match.
Boy, the champion will not stay down. A solid upkick just turned the momentum right back in her favor. And now look at who's celebrating
And there's the difference. She's celebrating while her opponent's half dead on the floor.
Off the top rope. Is she going to do it? And missed. She overshot the target. That one did not connect the way she wanted it to. Another nice capture suplex. Ika Tanji feels like it might be time.
I think she's going to go for the octopus stretch again. And
oh, there's the backstabber. And Tanji, oh, look at this, a reversal. Shoulders are down. One. Oh, my goodness, that was almost a huge upset right there. Roundhouse kick to the face, and I think she's out.
I would be out.
What a match between these two ladies. Ika Tanji continues this impressive run.
Well, she keeps getting the job done, and that's what it's all about.
We take a look at the replay here. My goodness.
Here is your winner.
Ika Tanji victorious here tonight over Leather. One half of the tag team. Well, they're not tag team champions, but they are number one contenders for the tag team championship. Fans will remind you that tonight he will make his appearance for the first time ever in Ultra Pro Wrestling. That is Chris Candido.
Well, we are all looking forward to seeing what's going on there.
And right now we've got a very special announcement regarding the upcoming month of July.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts. You give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
All right, fans. We heard from the manager earlier tonight, Mighty Mouth Mike McElroy.
The time is now for Jordan Gemini.
Making his way to the ring from the fifth dimension, weighing in at 245 pounds.
The major announcement moments ago. The month of July will be red, white, and bruised as the UPW takes its show on the road throughout the United States of America. Title matches will be had.
Well, I understand there's going to be a hell of a kickoff show and a big finale on the last night of the tour. More information will be coming out over the next couple of weeks. I am excited for this.
Jordan Stacks making his entrance here, and I'll tell you what, Jordan is a prime contender for any championship on any given day. But he's not chasing the titles right now. He's chasing his respect. He's right now looking to get even, if you would, equal up with Jordan Gemini, and as the man who was promised to make his debut at Motor City Mayhem, which he did. And we heard from Mighty Mouth Mike McElroy weeks leading up to the match saying, when I introduce my new man, it is going to shake the UPW down to its rafters. And in many ways, it may have just done that. I mean, we haven't seen him against a lot of different talent, but he has dominated everyone he's been in the ring with, including Benjamin Stacks right here, who's looking to try and gain an advantage in this return match. Gemini on the receiving end early on. Oh, and take a look at this. Benjamin Stacks wants him back up on his feet. Jordan Cobb with a diving DDT.
Springboard again. Look at that. Nicely done. The big man, he gets around.
The athleticism here in the UPW is second to none. You're looking at Jordan Gemini, a man who stands just over 6'2". Don't recall what they announced his weight at, but I would guess by looking at him somewhere near 235 at least.
He's a powerhouse, dude. This guy doesn't miss any days in the gym for sure.
Irish whip to the rope. Stacks back out front. Missed the back elbow. And now Benjamin Stacks with the snapmare takeover. And Gemini with a jawbreaker. Caught him. Has him in the abdominal stretch.
Putting a stretch on him, and when you have that 6'3" frame and you start to wrench up on it, there's a lot of stretch taking place.
And Stacks lines him up for that sledgehammer shot. Series of right hands to the midsection, and Jordan is down.
Oh, he baited him in. He baited him in. It looked like he was injured.
Benjamin Stacks got two and just barely kicked out of that one. Jordan Gemini is in complete control. A nice DDT drops him on the crown of his head. Has him up in the air. Power bomb.
Man, Jordan is just a monster of a man. And the things he is doing to this guy right now.
Has a stretch lock on him. We've seen him do a number of different things to gain victories in these matches. Wow, what a shot right there by Stacks. Talk about desperation move. Clothesline does not drop him. To the ropes, back out front, back, but no, he just popped him up in the air and let him crash to the ground. Elbow right in the back, and Jordan Gemini might be on his way to victory lane. Shoulder comes off the canvas once again. Stacks rolls out to the floor. He's in trouble.
Well, he still has not figured out the combination to victory here. You would think it, having been in the ring with this guy one or two times already, that he might have come up with some ideas, some strategy, but whatever he's come up with is not working.
Gemini is in complete control right now as Stacks thrown back into the ring under the bottom rope. You see Benjamin Stacks holding on. Stacks went for it and he missed. He went for another shot, and I'll tell you what, he's not operating at maybe 50% right now.
Well, he's punch drunk at this point. He's swinging at air and he's missing his target. but he's taking some hard shots.
Jordan Gemini getting ready. We've seen it before, that big choke slam of his. And he's up and down. That's all she wrote tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Stacks is not going to kick out of that one. And it's another impressive victory for Jordan Gemini.
Here is your winner,
Jordan Gemini continues his winning ways. What an impressive outing that was.
Fans, when we come back, we're going to find out if Chris Candido is going to take on the challenge laid out before him tonight by Kike Ramirez. Stay with us.
You will never pin me. Now it's everybody's favorite time.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Kike Ramirez laid out a challenge earlier on in the program tonight. He knows that Chris Candido is here. It was 24 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Nation Network, that Chris Candido showed up at Ultra Pro All-Star Wrestling and confronted the House of Honor Heavyweight Champion.
Well, if you're going to make a splash, I guess that's as good a way as any.
And his opponent from Hackensack, New Jersey, weighing in at 225 pounds, Chris Candido.
And I guess we don't have to wonder which promotion he's signed with, because now we know for sure House of Honor has a Chris Candido problem.
Well, he's got a career that really speaks for itself, and bringing those talents here to UPW is going to be very entertaining, no doubt about that.
Snap suplex to start this one off. Candido going right to work early on. It was Kike Ramirez who laid out the challenge.
Well, I got to tell you, I think Kike Ramirez, what he might have been thinking going in and what he is thinking out, I'm not sure. Look, you got a name like Chris Candido. Why would you not want to take the opportunity to see what he's got to offer here in UPW? And if you can pull out the win, I mean, it's going to be monumental.
Kike Ramirez and Chris Candido, definitely two guys that are capable of putting on a five-star classic, and there's a double dropkick into the corner. And now he missed. He went for the knee, and Candido was ready for him. Look at him widen up that arm.
He wound that arm up so much I thought he was going to take it home as a prize.
Oh, and Candido slapping him right across the face. And now choking him out in front of the referee, who's doing nothing. Goes for the cover. Kike Ramirez went for the kick. Nobody home. Inverted suplex face first. He goes crashing into the mat. Candido continues to dish out the offense. Oh, and look at him. He says it's all over. We'll see. Oh, Candido might be in control for the moment, but it's Kike Ramirez firing back. Do not sell this man short.
Well, here's a little bit of a difference. I think Kike Ramirez probably knows a lot more about Chris Candido than Chris Candido knows about Kike Ramirez.
He's got him dazed up on that top turnbuckle. And it might be Tequila Sunset. And the crowd says it all. And he managed to kick out. That would have been a huge win. Look at Kike.
All these fans right now, it's pick'em time. Who do you like?
Candido has him across the shoulders. And drops him across the top rope, throat first. Candido going after the Lucha Star. The native of Puerto Rico. Spent years learning the craft in Mexico. Shoulder attack now in that turnbuckle. Nowhere to go for Kike Ramirez. Candido taking full advantage of the opportunity right now. And Ramirez caught him. Oh, look at that. Flying head scissor.
Round and round she goes.
Over the top rope, off to the floor. And now it is breaking down here ringside. Hurricane Rana.
Well, everybody's starting to clear out back here. Getting a little too close for comfort.
Candido has him up. Oh, the power bomb. Scorpion death drop. That reverse DDT here on the floor. The referee's count just continues to climb. Candido just got driven. And now both men back in the ring. And suddenly, Kike Ramirez is in control. And he may have injured Candido here on night one as you see him clutching his knee. Snapmare takes him over now. Kike to the ropes. What's he got in mind? Sliding drop kick right to the side of the head. Now he says get back up. Swing and a miss, and now Candido fires back.
Nice move right there with that dragon screw, and now both guys have leg issues.
See Kike Ramirez now favoring his left knee as well, and Candido going to work once again on that arm. We saw him targeted early on in the match. Candido on the top rope, drops the leg. Kike is not moving. Headbutt off the top rope and now hooks the leg. Will that be enough for the win? He's got two, and he pulls off a very impressive victory in his debut here. What a match for the main event.
I'll tell you what, Chris Candido came out here, accepted the challenge, and what a job he did.
Well, the sky is the limit right now, ladies and gentlemen. Ultra Pro Wrestling just continues to get bigger and better each and every time out. Want to thank you for joining us here for Monday Night Blast. We'll be back with more action next week.